Trident Clipper 1967–77. The TVR Trident story is probably the most intriguing and dramatic chapter in TVR's early history. By 1963, TVR management had aspirations to challenge the best of British sports cars, Aston Martin, Jensen, Jaguar and Gordon Keeble. Driver Fiore, working at Carrozzeria Fissore, Turin penned a sophisticated Trident Sports GT for TVR and Fissore and built two prototypes, subsequently displayed at the 1965 Geneva Salon. According to the Daily Mail, the Trident was simply the most beautiful car in the world and orders rolled in. However, by August 1965, TVR was bankrupt for the second time. When business was re-engaged, under the new stewardship of TVR distributor Martin Lilly, the rights for the Trident design project had been acquired by another TVR distributor, WJ Last, who launched the Trident Carco using an Austin Healey 3000 chassis instead of the TVR Grand Tourer 3 platform, onto which the Fissore glass fiber body design was constructed. Trident's new Clipper was propelled by Ford's 4.7-liter V8, with a claimed top speed of 150 miles per hour and 0-60 in 5 seconds. The first Trident Clipper convertible prototype was displayed at the Racing Car Show at Olympia in London in January 1966, but little more was heard until the first Clipper Coupe was shown, again at the Olympia Racing Car Show, in January 1967 and later at the International Auto Show in New York. The most reliable records found suggest that a total of 30 Clippers were manufactured between 1967 and 1969. In 1969, Trident offered a revised model called Ventura, which used the very capable Ford Essex 3.0 V6 engine. Documents in the history file for this example shows first registration in June 1968 to a Mr. William Edward Trimble, with registered color on the original buff logbook as black cherry, changed by DVLA to purple. He owned the car for 10 years, recording a color change, in 1978, to red as the car is today. Close inspection reveals it was originally white when first built. Notes in the history file point towards this car being suggested as likely to have been the pre-production vehicle on display at the Olympia Racing Car Show and the New York International Auto Shows both in 1967, after which time the factory transplanted the engine with an experimental Ford V6 Essex unit. The 3.0 V6 appears to have been recorded to the car from first registration, rather than a later change. This would logically be the only Trident Clipper fitted with a V6 engine by the factory. Equally interesting to note is the flip front, clamshell-style front end, thought to be only one of 4 cars built by Trident to use this design. After some research by the vendor on the January 1967 Racing Car Show at Olympia, it was found that an archive record of the Trident Clipper to be in attendance at the show, painted white, adding additional weight to the idea that this car offered for sale could indeed be the pre-production show car of 1967.